Hey guys, Anthony with the Rag Company, and welcome to a video that I think many of you are going to find very interesting. Joining me today is Mr. Yvan Lacroix. Nice to see ya.
Nice to be back.
And today we are doing foam versus rinseless. So, Yvan, you're going to be knocking out rinseless or foam?
No, actually.
Oh, I see. Oh, no.
You're doing the rinseless. I'm doing the foam.
I like a change of pace here. So
there we go.
Behind me here, we have prepared this beautiful, well, once beautiful Mustang GT that got hit with some extremely dirty rain. Most of this dirt on here actually came from a lake bed in a state over in Oregon, and then just how happened to land up here in Idaho. Now, Yvan, we've already prepped this. What did we do here in the middle?
Well, we like the brown racing stripe look. So having that brown racing stripe down the center, no, it's just to give us a control.
Yeah.
We want to see, what was it like before?
Yep.
What is it like after? And this is a 35th anniversary edition Mustang.
Oh, okay.
I think it's original paint.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly in the best of shape.
So it's not corrected by any means, but for the most part, though, he does take care of it and does use premium detailing products.
He has
so,
bead maker on it.
Yeah, he has bead maker on
exactly.
it. So I think it'll still look pretty good once we clean it up.
Right.
But again, brown racing stripe as our control.
Yeah.
I think it'll add good contrast between each side over here.
Yeah.
And so inside of our buckets, we have Optimum No-Rinse, we have some GSF inside here, and then we have some sponges.
Right.
What sponges are we using?
So we're using the UBS, the Ultra Black Sponge. And the reason we're using this, we're competing here. No, seriously. We're using the same wash media, so there's no differences.
Correct.
But this wash media is adaptable to both a rinseless and a soap.
It is, yeah.
It works both. It works for both.
Yeah, and we'll talk about more once we actually start jumping into the actual wash. But long story short, Yvan's gonna be foaming this side, doing a pre-treatment with foam. He's also gonna be hitting it with the foam, then going through and using it as a lubricant for his sponge, with of course more soap inside the bucket. I myself am gonna do a pre-spray with ONR, and then come back through with my bucket of ONR and start wiping everything down. Where's my IK sprayer?
Right there.
Oh, you're right. All right, guys, so we're ready to get started here. We have Yvan with the pressure washer. Does that feel right in your hand?
Yes, it does, because people always confuse that a rinseless means no pre-rinsing.
Yeah.
Well, you can pre-rinse with the pressure washer.
Are you sure? I didn't know that was, it wasn't in the instructions. I wasn't sure if that's
No, it's
possible.
not in the instructions, but it is a possibility.
Okay, so
Yeah.
just so people know, right? Is it common sense?
Yes, it is.
Common sense.
That's a great way of putting it.
Common sense. Okay, so he's got the pressure washer here. He's gonna be rinsing everything off. I do not have a pressure washer. All I have is an IK spray here, Multi-Pro 2. And so I'm just gonna start pre-spraying with ONR on my side. Make sure to keep your water, your grimy water, on your side. Oh my gosh, yeah, I can't battle that. So anyways, we're gonna knock out the entire side of the car before jumping on to the next step. Well, at least Yvan's gonna be jumping on to the next step. Me, I get to jump straight into this and make things much, much quicker. So let's get into it.
Now, while he's getting that ONR going, I'm going to be switching to a foam. So, the camera where it's sitting, I don't really want to be spraying.
Do it. They're waterproof.
The camera crews already get sprayed too much by you most of the time.
Yeah, they do. I think they like it though, right? Or maybe they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Oh! Honestly, I think that this is probably the best we've done in terms of like a calculated approach to this.
Yeah.
With the whole Dexter masking
center
tape.
stripe, yeah.
So with my bucket here, I have my ONR. So UBS here. Now, Yvan, do you want to talk to me about why is the UBS able to do both soap and rinseless?
So, when I was given the task of redesigning the wash sponge, and the first task was ergonomics. We want a sponge that's easier to hold. So we have that nice shape. It fits in our hand beautifully. But the other thing was, I'm a rinseless guy, but I understand that people like soap.
Yeah.
They like foaming. They like all that, and it is fun.
Yeah.
But that being said, the previous generation of sponges, they were useless with soap. They would get sort of grimy and oily feeling immediately. Whereas this, it actually helps lather up the soap.
It does, and it holds quite a bit of suds in there
Yeah.
as well. And I think that the foam material, right, is an extra. It's extra soft. It's extra fine. How does it prevent scratching?
So what happens with a foam is that it's actually absorbing and bringing in the material to it.
Okay.
Whereas if you have something like a microfiber towel,
Yeah.
or the old wool wash mitt that everybody's got hanging in the garage, that old wool wash mitt, the dirt is actually sitting on the surface of it till you bring it back to the bucket.
Yeah.
Whereas the sponge, it's giving it some place to go.
Yep. Okay. All right, so I am going to bring mine out, to the point of dripping, right, on a rinseless?
Yeah, and same thing with soap. Now soap, you want it just a little bit wetter, but not too much.
I think mine's about right there.
Yeah,
That's
you're
about
good.
right to me. And we're gonna come over to our side here. The clash of the different wash methods here. All right, Ivan, so now that everything's rinsed, right, and my side's been rinsed, I started drying a little bit, but you said, hey, let's make it equal. Let's throw a drying aid in here because we want to add a little bit of something to it. So,
well, not only that, I'm doing it on my side for safety because now we just have water on the surface, and water is a solvent.
it is, yeah.
Drying with a solvent is not exactly the best way of cleaning your car.
Can water erode things?
Yes, it can.
It can.
I've been to this place. It's in Arizona.
Okay.
And I think, what do they call it? The Grand Canyon.
Oh, the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Was that done by water? That happened because of water?
Yeah.
So with that said, so instead of using water to dry, we're gonna be throwing this. Now, I have ONR on the surface, which is a polymer that's left on the surface, which I can dry safely. I'm not worried about that at all. But adding a drying aid actually makes the process a little bit nicer, right?
Yeah, it makes it easier.
Makes it
and in some circles they call it a drying aid. And in the case of the ONR, it is being used as a drying aid.
Yeah.
In the case of a water and soap wash, it's used as a drying lubricant because we need that lubrication, even though we have the softest of soft towels, the gauntlet. And which side do you prefer, the dark or the light side?
So anyways, what I'm going to do for my side, Ivan, you can do as you please. I'm going to take this right here. This is Silky from Sterna-Gloss. This is their quick detailer. It's also be great as a drying aid. I'm going to give it 1 to 2 sprays per panel, and then I'm going to pass it over to Ivan. Now, I'm not going to be spraying any on the soft top just because there's really no reason to do that.
Nope.
And what I'm going to do from here, I like to preload my towel. So I like to take my towel, fold it in half, and give it just a little spray just to kind of get it going.
Okay, so you're using the dark side?
I will use
the dark side as well. That way
Okay.
there's no differences in our process.
And you know what? Are you sure? Okay, all right, we'll go with that. So I'm going to give my towel just a couple sprays here, the quick detailer. Now the thing is, I can tell you right now, this car almost looked better dirty. And now I'm saying this in the nicest way because we are going to be helping Lucas, show him how to paint correct and show him how to, refinish a lot of this stuff. It's just this clear. I mean, it's got checking and it's got a lot of etching. It's got chips in it, a lot of deeper scratches and gouges. But funny enough, as contaminated as this is, right? It's still weirdly slick and smooth. And so I think that's the help with the drying aid.
It is. We don't call it a drying lubricant for nothing.
All right, so we just finished up with our wash processes. Me with the Rinseless, Yvan Lacroix with the soap and foam. Talk to me, what do you think?
Well, they both look and feel the same.
They do.
And that is not thanks to the wash process, it's thanks to the Silky.
Yeah.
Now, You know, because we use the same amount on both sides.
Yeah, we did.
We have the same amount of gloss. We have the same amount of slickness.
Yep, that's
and
true.
Speaking of slickness, you alluded to a bit of contamination on this vehicle.
Yes, there is a ton of contamination.
So
on this
here's
vehicle.
a little tip for you at home. Take a credit card
Okay.
and just gently.
Oh, that sounds bad. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not putting any scratches in.
Yeah.
I'm not putting any pressure on the card, but it's a good way of knowing that, hey, my car might be a little contaminated.
So with that said, we both got the same exact result. Now this is great because first off, people don't believe in rinseless washing and they don't believe that you can have a clean car, right?
Right.
We have a clean car on this side, we have a clean car on this side. Which process was faster? My process was
definitely.
faster.
Yeah.
Whose process was probably funner? I'll have to give that to Yvan, right?
Well, yeah, the suds and the foam is fun, and it smells nice too. The one downside of that, though, is I have wet feet.
And I do not, right?
Right, exactly.
And I'm feeling fine. And so
Yeah.
with that said, I mean, you guys let me know what you think, right? Which side do you guys think looks better, right? I think you're gonna have the same conclusion that we have, which is they both look exactly the same. They both feel the same because of the drying aid that we added on there.
Right.
But honestly, it's fun. It's fun doing this.
I have to say my side does look better because I'm standing in front of it. But, just saying.
I haven't had to crack at least one more joke.
No, but you're getting the dad bod going
I am,
yeah.
right? Slowly
and
but surely.
I'm the retired guy bod now. So, yeah.
So, but I think the real winner here is this brown racing stripe, which
Yep.
Obviously we're gonna have to get to next. Now, if you're curious on how to clean wheels using a rinseless wash method, we have plenty of videos on our YouTube channel, including the one we did on Dane's truck. It's a fantastic walkthrough on how to rinseless wash on wheels. But of course, all of our other videos pertain to wheel cleaning. It's a combination of Wash Wednesdays and all that stuff that you guys can watch just to see what we do for the wheels themselves. So,
yeah.
Anyways, with that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys had as much fun as we had. Yvan, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I'll ask you to please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give us a thumbs up on this video. And please, comments. We love comments.
We do love comments. So as always, guys, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more videos right here at The Rag Company.